Greetings, people of the internet. I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome to the underground laboratory where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. We also create comics, specifically this particular comic, Young and the Dead. It's a kids versus zombie story. It's like Goonies meets Night of the Living Dead. A bunch of kids fighting in the zombie apocalypse. Great stuff. You can find it at Serkworks.com. But that's my comic. That's what I'm working on for this, the 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge. What is the 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge? Well, I'll let you know. It's where you spend at least 30 minutes a day, every day, on your own personal comic book project, and you do that for 100 days straight, and then you vlog about it or blog about it or knock on people's doors and say, hey, I'm making comics, check them out. So today is day 26 of 100 Days of Making Comics. That's how far along I am, so we're getting there, we're getting there. Now, if you're a comic book creator, you probably know that selling independent comics, it's an uphill battle. It's not easy. And one of the ways you can do that is you can go to comic conventions. Now, it's becoming even harder to sell comics at a comic book convention, ironically. It just seems like nowadays people are more interested in going to comic conventions to check out, to meet the biggest celebrities or whatever, their favorite shows or all that kind of stuff. And it has very little to do with comic books, and that's kind of sad. Now, there still are conventions out there, and I'm looking at different conventions and different ways to get the word out. But as far as the traditional comic book conventions, the big ones, they're kind of following, that suit. And unfortunately, it's getting harder to sell that. It's getting harder, even though I sell more than just comics. I sell all kinds of stuff, but what I sell is all my original IP, my original ideas and things. So I don't sell fan art, and it seems like nowadays people go there to buy, their favorite Harley Quinn print or their Deadpool print or whatever, or something that's already out there in the real world, or something that exists in your favorite TV show or whatever, and people aren't really out there looking to discover new things. So that's why it's getting harder, I think. So I've kind of cut back the number of conventions I do, but I still have hope. So I'm still looking at different ways. So I'm checking out how different conventions do different things. So we're going to go to the paralleloscope in a little bit, which is this right here, the device that allows us to go to parallel universe, to get out from underneath this underground laboratory and get out in the real world and see cool things and work on comics in the real world and hang out with you guys and do all that cool stuff. Because otherwise, I'm just down here in the underground lair, and there's not much to do. I can draw and I can create, weapons of mass hysteria, all that stuff, but I like getting out every now and again, and the only way to do that is vicariously through the paralleloscope right back here. So we're gonna go through the paralleloscope, and we're gonna check out a different kind of convention. And this isn't necessarily a comic convention. It's not even a place where you can go and buy things, but it's a thing where you could go and see new products for artists that are coming out. So it's kind of cool. So I'm anxious to see that. So without any further ado, let's go check that out. Let's hop on the light rail. We're going to take it downtown to the Phoenix Convention Center to check out Creativations. This is where I get off. So the good thing about the light rail is it's like $4 round trip, whereas it could cost up to $20 to park down here. So light rail is definitely the way to go. Alright, we have arrived at Creativations. So if you watch one of my previous videos, you probably saw me kind of tour my office where I work for my day job. So that's kind of where I'm here today. I'm checking out new products and things, new trends in like the papercraft business or industry, I guess, where I work. So I'm just going to kind of take a tour around, and I'm also, in the back of my head, I'm trying to get an idea of ideas for booths and things. Now these are super high-end, top dollar. These are big time players. but you can still get little ideas and things. Now, a lot of this isn't exactly, you're not going to find that mad scientist vibe here, but there's all kinds of things that can help inspire you just by walking around and taking a look. Now, this company is a partner of ours. They do like journals and things, and I still want to do that How to Take Over the World Mad Scientist journal, so getting ideas for that. This booth here is doing edible decorations and things. Unfortunately, because of my diet, I can't partake. I really like this design here. It's a little different, but I like it. This is the company I work for. That's my boss on those big banners there. This is more the retail end. I'm not really that involved with the retail part. I do mostly the catalog stuff. We have like coaches that host parties and stuff, and they sell our stuff through catalogs. I've done a few collections. I guess he's got like 4 different collections, but basically the idea behind this retail line is it's supposed to get people excited, get stuff in the stores, and then hopefully we can convert them to the other end of the business, which is kind of what I do. This line here is, this is the only one I worked on. It's kind of a men's line, watches and socks and things like that. But it is their best seller, so it's kind of cool that that's the one that I contributed to. But the rest of the stuff I do, I kind of like my end anyway, because I do a lot. This is a little fancy, but that's not the kind of stuff I do. I don't really like to draw the flowers and all that kind of stuff. So I do like the holiday stuff. I like the Halloween stuff and the kids stuff and all that. But those are the stamps and everything. And yeah, it's a really impressive booth. I really like the way they designed it and had each one of the collections have its own little, vignette and everything. Now check this out. This is really cool. Now I do foam sculpture and stuff like this. I haven't done anything quite as elaborate as this, and I haven't done it in a while, but that is really cool. I dig that dragon. I like the castle and everything. Look how it's busting out of there. But I definitely couldn't do anything that massive because it would just be incredibly hard to transport around. This one I really like. My daughter would love this. If you saw the one where I showed my daughter's room, this is just fun, and like all these, bright colors and everything. So again, this comes back to like the kid stuff. This isn't the company I work for, but I do a lot of kid stuff for the company I work for, and that's kind of cool. I like this one, this old kind of, I don't know if that's considered an Airstream, but one of those old aluminum trailers and everything. That was pretty cool. This is Spellbinders. They're our sister company, and all they do is retail. They don't do any of the catalog stuff that I work on. And next up is my boss. He's doing a demo for the UK version of QVC. But that's all I'm going to show today. Tomorrow I'm going to come back and I'm going to actually check out some products. So make sure you check that out. Back to the process of thumbnailing this issue and trying to get my 30 minutes in, and so what I've done is I basically compressed that 30 minutes into 1 minute. So if you haven't guessed, I don't actually do these that fast. I wish I could. I get done a lot faster, but no. So we're going further into the Gencore building, sketching out some scenes. It's not, I know by looking at it, it was a little hard to tell, but I don't want to give too much away. So if you can figure it out, good. If not, then let it be a surprise. And sorry, some of this is off screen. I'm paying more attention to my drawing to where my camera is located, so you can't see it. But this is a big scene that kind of picks right up this from where the other comic left off. If you've read issue 3, then you know that. So this is going back. There's a little prelude to that before that, but now we're back. So. All right, that was a lot of fun. So let's see, but like all good things come to an end, but it's not an end because we're still going with this challenge. But day 26 is at an end, so let's crumble this thing up. Let's toss it in the waste paper basket, and I'll see you guys later for day 27. That is it. Hey everyone, you've seen the process. Now you can check out the story. Issues 1 through 3 of Young and the Dead are available at my website at serkworks.com. Also follow me on social media at the links listed below. Subscribe and check out some of the other videos in the series. There's much more to come.